The Dogs, in association with the British Greyhound Racing Board.
Well, synonymous with Catford, the gold collar has well and truly found its home here at Bellevue. We're in Manchester for the latest renewal of the £10,000 to the winner event, sponsored, of course, by Tote Sport, with all the action from Bellevue coming up, including a fantastic marathon event on this week's edition of Greyhound Racing's own magazine show, The Dogs.
Also on this week's programme, we report from Nottingham on the Great Greyhound Gathering. There's a first round heat of the Betfred Laurels from Bellevue, including Barnfield on Air's track record. Plus we find out who won this £20,000 cheque for the Reading Masters.
But first we're at Bellevue for Tote Sport Gold Collar Night and the eagerly awaited marathon clash between Spiridon Louis, trained by Lorraine Sams, sent off 6-4 second favourite, Bubbly Kate, now with Paul Young, the 11-8 favourite, drawn in trap 3, and on the outside, Headed on Jordan, trained by Danny Talbot, going off at 5-2. Here's Darryl Williams with the commentary.
Away they go. Spiridon Louis broke well. Bubbly Kate, the white jacket on the outside. Kilner Scully Gow has shown some pace outside as well as they go to the first bend. Into that turn they go. Spiridon Louis just going on now by about a length from Headed on Jordan, who's moved up into second. Bubbly Kate's been squeezed right up and is now only mid-division with Malbay Thumper as they come down towards the stands with more than a lap to run. And Spiridon Louis has pole position at the moment. He leads by about 3 lengths from Headed on Jordan in the stripes, and these are well clear from Bubbly Kate and Malbay Thumper, then Seathwaite Robbie and Kilner Scully Gal as they go down the far side. Spiridon Louis, the TV Trophy champion, and he's in front by about 5 lengths from Headed on Jordan. Bubbly Kate, after that early skirmish, has got work on. She's trying to close for second, but they're coming out of the final bend. Spiridon Louis with a big looking lead here for Lorraine Sams as they run up towards the line, and Spiridon Louis is the star of Manchester tonight, has beaten Bubbly Kate and then Headed on Jordan in third.
Spiridon Louis the victor, but Bubbly Kate had plenty of admirers for her run. The restaurant at the Manchester track was packed and really buzzing. The feature event was the Tote Sport Gold Collar final, and there was sustained support for Graham Hutt's Go Eddie Honda, who went to the traps as the 7-4 favourite, well berthed in trap 1. Graham also had Boaresh Patriot in the final. Splitting those two in the prices were Two Nicks and Fear Robin. Vatican Jinky went off at 9-2, and the outsider was Kalin's Pesto at 12-1. This is what happened.
And they're racing, and away they come here, and it's going to be Vatican Jinky who shows that best early, got away from Go Eddie Honda, and now Two Nicks has moved up as they come down the home straight first time. Vatican Jinky by a length and a half from Two Nicks, then Boaresh Patriot. Go Eddie Honda is down the back in trouble with Fear Robin as they run down the far side, and in front here is Vatican Jinky by 2 or 3 lengths. Two Nicks is trying to close the margin. These are clear now from Boaresh Patriot. They come down towards the final bend. Vatican Jinky, he'd been off the track for so long, but he's coming back with a big win here for Pat Rosney. Vatican Jinky wins the Tote Sport Gold Collar from Two Nicks in second and Boaresh Patriot in third.
Pat Rosney could not have wished for a better start for Vatican Jinky, who pinged the boxes. Go Eddie Honda in trap 1 was slightly checked at the first bend, and when Two Nicks in trap 4 failed to get inside Vatican Jinky at the third bend, it was all over bar the shouting. A track record run from Vatican Jinky. Well done to Pat Rosney and owner Robert Ferrari.
Seeing Spiridon Louis win at Bellevue underlined once again what a year it's been for Lorraine Sams' dog. Another marathon victory to add to his major competition wins, and he's clearly lived up to everything Lorraine said of him when the dog's cameras first visited her back in March.
Do you think you're on a hiding to nothing with Spiridon Louis?
It's very, very difficult to take over a dog like Spiridon Louis. I mean, obviously, he holds the track record at Walthamstow for 6:40. How much better can he get? I mean, my ultimate aim would be to maybe get a clock or two with him over a marathon distance, and I promise you it will come.
And Lorraine was right. So 6 months down the line, we went back to Claverhambury in Essex to see Lorraine and Spiridon Louis, joining his owner Gal May and others for an Owner's Sunday. It was a chance to get friendly with the stars of the show and for Lorraine to reflect on a great year so far.
Lorraine predicted track records for Spiridon Louis, and he's got a couple.
He has, yeah, he's done really, really well for us this year. He's got the track record at Yarmouth now, which he got during the heats of the TV Trophy, and also when he won the Durando Marathon at Wimbledon, he got the track record there as well. So, yep, brilliant.
And 3 major race wins this year for him. Anything more?
Hopefully, yes. I mean, Gal is quite keen to go for the Ledger with him. Probably a distance that's a little bit short, but, you know, it's good prize money. Why not take your chances? He's every chance of making the final in that type of race. So, yeah, I mean, then probably just keep him to one-offs.
But as for trainer, do you think he's better suited over 8 bends?
I think he's better suited over 8 bends. I mean, he's always capable of winning a 6-bend race, but his forte is definitely over 8 bends, yeah.
One of the highlights of Spiridon's year was the Durando Marathon victory at Wimbledon on Derby final night and another track record. He led home headed on Jordan and Bubbly Kate there, and there is talk this week of a match race between the three. They are old rivals now, and the head-to-head stats show that Spiridon Louis has the edge over his bitch counterparts, 3-2 over Bubbly Kate and 4-0 over headed on Jordan, who has in turn beaten Bubbly Kate 4 times. But another bitch, Westmead Aoife, has been nominated to take them all on, and the Nick Savatrain Greyhound will be a worthy rival stepped up to 8 bends. If we can get it on, it'd be a race to savour.
We're back to Bellevue for the first round heats of the Betfred Laurels. 6 heats over 470 metres, and in the first, Liz McNair's early pace railer Lively Arthur was just the favourite at 6-4, ahead of Charlie Lister's Blue Gate in trap 5. It was 5-1 bar. And away they go in a very slow break from 6, Hillcross Dazzle. As they race up towards the bend, Lively Arthur's going to lead round it. Blue Gate, the favourite's getting roughed up a little bit at the bend there and is back in arrears now as they head down the far side. Lively Arthur out in front from 4, Penny's Minx in second. As they come down towards the second last bend, and still Lively Arthur with this lead of about 3 lengths over. Back in second place comes Penny's Minx. After these, a good scrap on for third, 2, Blue Genesis getting the better of it up the line. Lively Arthur wins. Well, Lively Arthur recording 27.89. Penny's Minx and Blue Genesis also qualifying. In Heat 2, Blue Ribboned winner Iceman Vader went off the 4-5 favourite ahead of Julie Bateson's Carlgrove Top at 7-2, who was returning to the track after a long layoff. Here comes the hare. They're off and racing up towards the first bend. A good start from Carlgrove Top in 2. Iceman Vader outpaced on the run up towards the first turn. Carlgrove Top goes out in front here from 5. Rapid Vite Liam, who's in second and chasing hard. These two are pulling away from Droopy's Tops. Then comes 6, Bauer Keen. Now Iceman Vader's making up some ground after checking at the first bend. As they go around the third turn, Carlgrove Top on top here by 2.5 lengths from Rapid Vite Liam. It's going to be Carlgrove Top who'll win from Rapid Vite Liam and Iceman Vader. Carlgrove Top blowing away the cobwebs with a superb 27.61. Bowenair on Air is attempting to pick up his 3rd big prize over a short space of time. He's already bagged the Ladbrokes Gold Cup and the William Hill Steel City Cup. He was even money favourite ahead of Kennel Companion and Gym Crack winner Barlow Hurricane, who was back after a short rest. And there they go, and racing up towards the first bend. 2 on a wing, trapped out best. Here comes Farlow Hurricane and Bowenair on Air. And Bowenair on Air is just going to lead round. Farlow Hurricane went towards the rails, got a slight knock, but is racing in second at the moment. Around the outside, Monsoon Jack picking up a little bit of ground. Then after these comes 4, that's Katatar, as they come down towards the second last turn. Bowenair on Air, the leader here by 2 lengths over Farlow Hurricane and Monsoon Jack racing together. They come round the final bend. Barry Draper's Bowenair on Air will win. Second place Farlow Hurricane, third Monsoon Jack. 1-2 for Barry Draper, winning time 27.68. Monsoon Jack through in third. In Heat 4, Scottish Raider De Attic, trained by Graham Rankin, went off the 6-4 favourite. Another Scottish trainer, Liz McNair, was responsible for the second in the betting, Droopy's Wells. There they go, racing up towards the first bend, and 5, Caring Customer out fast. Good pace from Droopy's Wells, that's moving up into second place and now challenging for the lead. A bit wide at the turns there, trouble in behind. Attic took a bump as they head down the far side. Droopy's Wells 2 lengths clear from Caring Customer. 1, Killiford Ravens improved into third, then a break back to 6 Days of Speed on the outside of 3, Alston Joe. They go around the second last turn, and Droopy's Wells, the leader here around the final bend, keeping quite wide. Droopy's Wells wins, back in second, Caring Customer, and third, that was Killiford Raven. A double for Liz McNair, the winning time 27.78. Barnfield on Air, the Sussex Cup winner, already clear anti-post favourite for the Laurels, and next year's Derby, went off the 1-6 favourite for Heat 5. The Sam Poots trained greyhound had broken track records at Hove and Walthamstow over the summer months and was just outside the clock here at Bellevue in a recent trial. There they go, and racing up towards the first bend, Killiford Brave out well. Not a great start from Barnfield on Air, but he's rushing up. Oh, he's in front. Barnfield on Air leads round. There's a bit of barging in behind. 3, Highfield Hondo, and 6, Troopy's Hatton seem to suffer the worst. As they head down the far side, it's Barnfield on Air, scooting clear now from Killiford Brave in second. After these comes 3, that's Highfield Hondo. They go around the second last bend, and Barnfield on Air with this 5-length lead at the moment. Killiford Brave's done well to keep it respectable. Barnfield on Air the winner, Killiford Brave second, and back in third, Highfield Hondo. Simply awesome, a new track record, 27.32, but fair play to the runner-up, Killiford Brave. The final heat saw Minala Cruiser go to traps, the 1-2 favourite for Julie Bateson. Off the track for 8 weeks, he looked to have a simple task, with Manic Mile now with John Drake, the second favourite here at 7-2. There they go, and racing out towards the first bend, and 3, Gold Savings out well, heading towards the rails. Minala Cruiser coming through now on the inside, and there's trouble, getting the worst of it. 5, Target Kuel. 6 also got a knock, Emporio Regal, as they go down the far side, and Minala Cruiser leading at this juncture. Minala Cruiser by 4 lengths here, ahead of Emporio Regal, just holding up 3, Gold Savings, after these Manic Mile trying to make up some lost ground. As they come around the final bend, Minala Cruiser home and hose. Minala Cruiser wins, Gold Savings getting second, just ahead of Manic Mile. Slowest time of the night, 27.92. In the semi-finals, just 2 go through. Being a purist, we all want to see Barnfield on Air reach the final. Awful draw, Farlow Hurricane and Rapidvite Liam will head towards the rails, and Carlgrove Top's got a bit of speed on the inside. Second semi-final, very competitive. Why not look at Killiford Brave to cause maybe a bit of a shock after his great run in the heats? And in the third semi-final, what a draw for Bowen on Air. He surely must be anti-post value at the moment.
Coming up after the break, we're off to Reading for their big night of the year. It's the Masters Final. Welcome back to part 2 of the Dogs. And Nottingham 10 days ago saw a real first for the sport when the racecourse there hosted the inaugural Great Greyhound Gathering. The event opened in traditional canine style with a ribbon of sausages well and truly soared through. In the region of 2,000 people turned out for what chief organiser Emma Johns agreed was a great day.
Whilst we wanted to be a really great day out for someone with a greyhound, we also want to not just preach to the converted. We want to get families in, people from the Nottingham area who perhaps are thinking about a dog and might not have thought about a greyhound. We've had a whole week of features on BBC Radio Nottingham promoting greyhounds and dogs as pets. And also because of that, we've got things for bouncy castles and face painting and things for children and little carts around the front. So there really should be something for everyone. Even if you're not hugely into the dog in the family, then you can come and have a great day, have a picnic and really enjoy the atmosphere.
The day helped raise awareness of the RGT's work, but also raised thousands of pounds through various activities, including a mobile dog washing service. The Sheriff of Nottingham was also on hand to support the occasion. Indeed, as Emma says, everyone played their part.
I mean, it's a cast of thousands. We've had lots and lots of support from people all around the country. We've had one lady caravanned up from Cornwall to be here. So it's been quite a steep learning curve because it's the first year and you never know how many people are turning up. And obviously, it's more than one man and his dog, so that's fantastic.
One man who has overseen a cast of thousands of dogs over the years, not just greyhounds, is Keith Thornton of Wafcole, a renowned judge of dog classes who awarded the GGG Retired Greyhound of the Year award to Sonny, and with it a cheque from Betfair of £5,000.
He's won £5,000, but it's not for us, it's for Greyhound Home or RGT, so that they can hopefully help a few more ex-racing dogs to find new homes.
How long have you had your greyhound?
I've had Sonny for 6 months now.
And do you think they make good pets?
Personally, absolutely fantastic pets. He lives with an 18-year-old cat, no trouble at all. He's great with other dogs, people, and we liked him so much we've got his sister as well.
Back with the classes, and Judge Thornton was using his knowledge from years of Crufts experience.
Well, what I've been looking for, first of all, with them, most of them being retired dogs, I'm looking for condition. A good conditioned dog, nice clean teeth, a dog that's sound, you can see it's had plenty of exercise. In other words, the dog who's been well looked after.
The fancy dress competition on the day saw some pretty good costumes and some eye-catching ones as well, and helped make the day family fun-filled with an underlying message.
I think always with greyhounds it is about raising awareness, because still you meet people and they think that greyhounds need lots of exercise, are vicious, and all these sort of urban myths about them. So it's always about awareness, but it's also about having a fantastic day out if you've got a greyhound, spreading the word if you haven't, just having some fun and really just making the most of a great venue.
All in all, a massive thumbs up for the Great Greyhound Gathering 2007. So to Reading for Sunday's Masters final. It's the track's biggest event of the year and always gets a good crowd. But there was controversy this year over a rerun semi-final, which Reading's Martin Dorr explained left not all connections happy.
The connections all came into my office. Unfortunately, Nick Colton wasn't there, although I had 6 people there, which I've apologised to Nick since then. But the other 5 were all adamant that they would not rerun that night. So, the 6th one was irrelevant. So the next thing was obviously speaking to the NGRC, which I spoke to Adrian Smith, the stipendiary steward. He was clear that providing we had 3 clear days between the no race, which was Wednesday, and the final, which is Sunday, which we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then we could have a rerun. I was told the trainers that we would have a rerun, but I would speak to them the next morning and just see how the dogs have come out of it, on the Wednesday.
So from Reading's point of view and from the NGRC's point of view, the rules were followed to the letter?
Yeah, and I spoke to all 6 trainers. Fortunately, 5 of them, the dogs were fine. Darren Whitten, he felt that his dog wouldn't take another quick run, so was unfortunately scratched, but we went ahead on Friday with the 5.
Now, I wasn't involved at the meeting. Now, as I understand it, again, the 6 representatives of the 6 dogs should have been there and the decision should have been made. So how you can make a decision with only 5 representatives there and not me makes that null and void. And if we move on to Appendix 2, there has to be, I think by the rules, I'm pretty sure on this, has to be 3 clear days plus a further race day. And I think that was complicated by Reading having to put back the race from Tuesday to Wednesday because of a football meeting at the Majetski Stadium. So there isn't sufficient days. This is the 4th day today, so there's not sufficient days to comply with those rules. So really we then should have gone to Appendix 3, which states that there should have been a public draw prior to racing, which should have happened in my book.
All sounds very complicated, but I mean, Reading are claiming that they followed the rules.
Well, they didn't follow the rules.
How's your chip?
It was tough to swallow for some, but not for others, clearly. And most racegoers were oblivious to the arguments that rage.
Cheers. 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 Cheers.
They were enjoying themselves for a race which has become a major part of the calendar in this part of the world.
It's always the highest profile event, certainly, that we put on at the 3 of our tracks, and it's always a great evening. I think it's always got a terrific atmosphere. It's very much a dogman's night. It's very much Martin Dorr's show here at Reading. I was always mindful of how proud Martin is of the Masters, and what a great event it is for the bookmakers sponsoring it to the level that they do. So we've never tampered with that. We've just let it do its thing, and it's a terrific night's racing.
And how are things going across the group generally?
Yeah, not bad at all. We've had a pretty good year. Things are slow this year in some quarters, I'm told, but we've managed to sort of hold ourselves pretty even. And Paul in particular is showing some good upturn. We've got a new manager in there, Sean, who's doing a great job. And about to start some bags down there at the end of the year, which will change the fortunes there, hopefully, a little bit. Certainly we're looking good, and we've got planning applications in for Swindon and here at Reading, as I guess everybody knows on that, the latter one. So the future's sort of got plenty to keep me busy anyway, for sure.
And what about Milton Keynes? There's a track that's no longer with us, but any possibility of a new track in the near future?
Milton Keynes is certainly not off the map. I know people have probably heard that from me once or twice too often, they may think, but it's not off the map. It's still in our development plans, but alongside Milton Keynes Bowl, the concert site there. We are waiting still on the outcome of the 16 casinos that were attached to the super casino issue, because we would like to link that up with the greyhound track there in the same way as we're doing here, almost. But yeah, it's very much in there still as part of that overall development.
Outside, the atmosphere was building nicely ahead of the main event. The £20,000 Reading Masters is the Berkshire Track's sole Category 1 competition, for which this year Scottish Derby winner Fair Haribo was made favourite. He ran from trap 3 outside fastest semi-final scorer Blongini. Brickfield Class represented Breeders' Forum Secretary Bob Gilling in 1, with Blitz and Vipar Totti closely matched on their semi-final form.
£20,000 up for grabs for the Reading Masters final, and away they go, and a good start here from Blitz on this near side. Fair Haribo's trying to go up with Blongini. After these comes Brickfield Class. Up the back there is Mulcair Joe and Vipar Totti slightly crowded as they head down the far side, and Blitz has gone on by 2 lengths here from Blongini. Off in chase. After these comes 3. Fair Haribo looking for space at the third bend but forced to check. It's Blitz out in front, Blongini about 1.5 lengths behind. Then comes Fair Haribo up the home straight, and Blitz. It's going to be a big win. Blitz wins the Reading Masters for Dennis Stevenson. What a run! Blitz makes all.
A clean run final in which the brute early speed of Blitz on the outside proved decisive. Fair Haribo took a touch from Blongini at the turn, but only after himself moving wide and into Mulcair Joe. Blitz turned in front and was on his way to Masters glory, but the runner-up Blongini never gave up. But for winning trainer Dennis Stevenson, there was delight and satisfaction that a plan had come up trumps. But when was that plan hatched?
As soon as he finished the Coventry Derby, when he finished second, because he didn't quite get home in that, he wasn't really strong enough because he was very young in it. We thought the 4.65 would suit him with his early pace, long run to the bend. I was told everybody we would go for the Reading Masters, and that would be his main object for this year.
Have you been in the game long? I have to admit, you're a new name to me.
18 years on the flapping scene, but we had the dog in Ireland from when he was 12 weeks old. We had him over here with Barry Wildman for 3 runs, and he got a bad shoulder injury. We put him away for 14 weeks, and in that time I took my licence out 4 months ago and decided if I would go myself.
So you've only had the licence for 4 months?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Any others like him back in the kennels?
No. No more like him. Not yet. Not yet.
And Jan, you must be delighted.
Yes, I am, yeah. Well, he keeps telling me how good he is, so he's just proved it now.
Any future plans for him?
We've got Nottingham mapped out for him for a sprint because he's early, just to keep him sharp. So that's probably in a couple of weeks' time. Then after that, maybe Walthamstow or the festival meeting at Coventry.
As we've already mentioned, the semi-finals for the Betfred Laurels take place at Bellevue on Thursday. Friday, Hall Green staged the second round heats of the Breeders' Forum Produce Stakes. Saturday, the start of the William Hill Northern Puppy Derby at Sunderland, whilst Peterborough stage the final of the Alan Speechley Fengate Collar. Swindon have the final of the Compton Bassett Racing Pride of the West. Poole also have 2 good open race competitions. The highlight on Monday, the semis of the John Smith's Kent St Ledger from Crayford. For all the latest results, check out our website, thedogs.co.uk. Next Tuesday, we return for live racing from Bellevue, where the feature is the final of the Betfred Laurels. It could be a cracker.
The Dogs, in association with the British Greyhound Racing Board.